guess you can call it mixed gender, but when Patrick Bentley's involved, I think mixed up might be a little more appropriate. Patrick Bentley out here without Salvatore Renaro, one of life's many treats. Wish I could utter the words without Salvatore Renaro much more than I have over my tenure at announcing here at NWA Wildside. But the Daizee Haze has had more than a few run-ins with assorted guys who totally rule. More typically, it was Sal Renaro. And her track record against Sal is rather good. And Patrick Bentley is apparently looking forward to this encounter as not just merely a pro wrestling match on Wildside's final ever show, but perhaps maybe to boost his social rating, such that it is, since his social rating is, I think, a negative number, Sam, I'm told. I think Daizee wants to offer a flower to one of the faithful at ringside, and Kyle of the South Atlanta boys is looking for this next cold shower later on this evening in beautiful Riverdale, Georgia. As Daizee Haze, as the crowd reminding Patrick Bentley of his former ring name, 0X. Rather appropriate in a lot of respects, but that was then, this is now.
Well, precious Patrick Bentley started out as an Alabamian and had a little bit of a falling out with the Alabama attitude and was quickly picked up by the three guys that totally rule.
Oh, and
look at Mike Posey.
Mike Posey wants a little action. Oh dear, already the deck is stacked against Daizee Haze here, as Mike Posey has shown some previous leanings towards the guys who totally rule by actually joining them at one time. In a match of such major chicanery, words sort of fail me. However, Daizee Haze has shown that she can rise whenever the deck is stacked against her, being someone as light and as lithe as she is, and quite a gifted competitor. I mean, just ask the great women's division over our IWA Mid-South. I mean, it's remarkable, and Daizee Haze really holding her own up there.
Well, they've got some hard-hitting females up there, and, you know, we've never been able to get enough good female competition down here to challenge Daizee in Wildside. She says, hell, she didn't care. She wants to be a part of the Wildside. She wants to be a part of the world's #1 wrestling alternative. So what she wants to do is wrestle the guys, and she's done it, and she's beaten quite a few of them.
Yep, and using some feminine charms in the attempt up, as Mike Posey now hoisting Daizee Haze right off the body of Patrick Bentley. Not exactly something a referee should be doing. An arm drag, make that a pair of them from Daizee Haze. Yeah, the trifecta. And Mike Posey stopping Daizee Haze from doing #4. What? Couldn't a different referee being assigned to this matchup? Is that possible?
I don't know how they finagled this one.
As disliked as Patrick Bentley is, I think the crowd hates Mike Posey even more.
Very possible.
No, I think so. As precious Patrick Bentley snap-marrying over poor Daizee Haze. And he's kind of a combination of a rear chinlock and fondling her. How do you call that?
Well, this is a guy that's obviously pretty desperate. As the low man on the totem pole of the three guys that totally rule, what female counterparts they do find themselves with, I'm sure PPB's at least got the fat one. At least.
Ah, but she's fun. She loves to laugh. She's fun at parties.
So,
okay,
you know,
yeah,
he's desperate for some trim here, and that's what he's trying to do here against Daizee Haze. Trying to feel her up, trying to just get his hands on a good-looking woman for once in his life. Pretty pathetic.
That it is. The social ladder of Patrick Bentley here. And even Mike Posey couldn't allow that pin to take place. At least there's some vestige of goodness in Mike Posey. And a sunset flip from Posey. And Daizee doing her best to take a, well, for Preet's sake, with a bit of an inadvertent, I think, assist from Posey. What kind of count was?
Preposterous! Come on!
Okay, looks like Daizee Haze is going to have her hands full, not merely with precious Patrick Bentley, but with clearly misguided referee Mike Posey. Quite obviously where his bread is buttered. Go ahead, Dan.
Gone from a turd to a nugget here in NWA Wildside.
Well, let's not insult one of the great nuggets of the past here, and I don't want to put Mike Posey in the same breath.
I was more referring to Bentley as a nugget with corn in it.
Okay.
It's got corn in it.
What a charming thought. Crowd behind Daizee Haze. They realize that Daizee Haze got her hands full here tonight. As precious Patrick, oh dear, just got a bustle in his hedgerow, courtesy of the great Daizee Haze. I think Mike Posey sort of feeling his pain. Quit doing that, Posey, it bothers me. And Daizee Haze with a trio of forearms. Bentley putting the brakes on.
Nagasataru by Haze counters it into a stunner. The Daisy cutter. Oh, come on, Posey, count the damn thing.
Oh, for Pete's sake, the slowest 3 count, I believe, in pro wrestling history. And this is going to be a historical event, but not for reasons such as that. Oh, poor Daisy. It's going to be a long night. Oh, that was a bit of a faster. Oh, for Pete's sake. Boy, compare the speed of these 3 counts when Daisy's on top versus Bentley.
It's the last show ever. Can I get in there and referee? Good God.
A retarded fruit fly can referee better than Mike Posey.
Daizee Haze with a nice kick to the side of the head. Knee to the face. Brings him down face first.
Mike Posey is not allowing this pin. Oh, good heavens! Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest,
Daizee Haze took matters into her own hands. You can fill in the blanks, Dan.
Well, who would have thought with all the great wrestling effort she put forth into this matchup that a little Peter Peach would have caused the end of it all. So now Daizee Haze victorious, definitely using her brain here in this contest. The last time we'll ever see her or PPB here in NWA Wildside. I'm glad Daisy got the leg up tonight, or the hand, for lack of a better word.
No, we do. I guess we won't be hearing Mike Posey utter the initials PP anytime soon. Regardless, Daizee Haze took her opportunities as she got them, or felt them, and grabbed them, and went to victory, even when the deck was stacked against her. Daizee Haze victorious at NWA Wildside's last rites.
Thought that was hot. What's coming up next?
It gets hotter.